Welcome to Good Morning Football. We're live in New York City, Monday, October 7th. Kate, Nate, Peter, and Kyle all here. We've got highlights, of course, to show you. The upset special from Sunday night. But we do have some breaking news we want to get to this morning. So let's do it. Let's welcome in our very own NFL Network insider, Ian Rappaport, to talk Redskins. They've moved on from Coach Jay Gruden. What can you tell us?
When Jay Gruden received a phone call and was in the Redskins facility at 5 a.m. today to meet with owner Dan Snyder and President Bruce Allen, who are now going to run the coaching search to find the next head coach of the Washington Redskins. They informed Jay Gruden early this morning, when most of us were sleeping, thankfully, that Gruden had in fact been fired after an 0-5 start, which is not a surprise. This is clearly the direction that things have been going. The Redskins have been a mess really the whole season, not just on the field, but so many off the field issues as well. Trent Williams, for instance, their star left tackle, their franchise left tackle, has been so disenchanted with the organization, their medical staff, and their front office personnel that he has not set foot in the building, and no one made any moves to try to figure this situation out, solve it, and bring him back. This is just one of the issues. They played multiple quarterbacks. They've had some very good players injured, including someone who's going to be their starting running back, Darius Geis, including starting tight end, Jordan Reed. We could go on and on about the issues with the Redskins. The main thing for Jay Gruden, this is not his problem anymore. He has now been fired. Bill Callahan, the former Raiders head coach, is the interim in Washington.
Appreciate the update on that. Of course, Bill Callahan, the interim, and Bruce Allen will have to answer all of the questions at the podium. They have a presser set for 1 p.m. We'll bring you that right here on NFL Network. Thanks so much, Ian. Don't go anywhere. We'll get some updates on Mason Rudolph from you in just a little bit. But as for Washington, what's next? There was a lot. I mean, let's be honest. There was a lot of excitement around this team. Haskins, Landon, Geis entering the season.
No doubt. And what's next is they got to make Haskins work one way or another, no matter what coach it is. This is bigger than this year, last year. This goes back 20, 25 years with the Reds. They got to make this thing work. And, you know, there was a story yesterday about how many Patriots fans were in the stadium, and Tom Brady even said it was ridiculous. Let's get to the core of how excited these Redskins fans are about the concept of Haskins, the future of Haskins. Let's go back to the draft.
Okay.
Roger Goodell says Dwayne Haskins' name at the draft. I was in the crowd with a young Redskins fan named Laura. Let's see if she can sum up how Redskins fans feel about this quarterback.
This is Laura. She's been going to games since back at RFK. What should they do, Laura?
It's got to be Haskins. He's got DC roots, and we love him. Let's go.
In the 2019 NFL Draft, the Washington Redskins select Dwayne Haskins.
Good morning, Laura. And I'm going to wet blanket that whole thing this year, bench Haskins the rest of the year. That's my take. Because the only thing that is more exciting than a young, powerful quarterback is a winning team, all right? Nate pointed out earlier, you got to play Haskins. They got the Dolphins on the road. Their next home game is against the Niners. The Niners have a very good defensive front. Haskins has not shown that he's ready. Laura, wait. It's like a bottle of wine. Just leave it on the shelf for a while. You'll be happy.
If Laura's any fan of the Redskins, you're hopeful that Dwayne Haskins is the guy. And I think internally, they are hopeful that he's the guy. If not now, when is the question? You had a shirt on, though, in that thing. What was your shirt? What did it say?
Free Rosen. Josh Rosen was with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Everyone knew they were going to take Kyler, and free Rosen was the deal.
Why didn't they consider trading for Josh Rosen? Would Josh Rosen not have been a better alternative than Case Keenum and the Colt McCoy show? Like, to me, there's questions that Bruce Allen's going to have to answer. If you wanted Daniel Jones, which is now where everyone's saying that Gruden was a Daniel Jones guy leading up to the draft, why didn't you trade up to get Daniel Jones? Or if it is Haskins, why wasn't he ready by week 5 to start an NFL football game? Why hasn't he been in the game? Bruce Allen is going to be asked a lot of questions. Jay Gruden, they were playing relevant football last year with Josh Jackson at quarterback. Yeah. Jay Gruden can coach a football team. There's been a lot of things that Bruce Allen's going to have to answer some questions today, and I think a lot of fans want to know what's going on right now, because the entire stadium's filled with Patriots fans. That's not the first time in the last couple of years.
Earlier in the show, I talked about the players not giving up on the team, not giving up on the organization, not giving up on the city. And somebody on Twitter hit me back. He goes by Tay Thomas 429.
What's he got?
He said, good point about the fans. We tired, bro. And I felt him. I know what that's like. I know what that's like to meet a fan and him looking in your eyes and say, I'm just tired of supporting this team that gives us nothing. I say all that to say this. play Dwayne Haskins because it gives people juice. It gives people energy. I get it. You want to sit him on the shelf like fine wine and let him age. What's the worst that can happen? Turnovers? That's already happening. So go out there. At the very least, they get to see a young rookie go through the ups and downs and deal with the rookie season just like every other guy. I say go out there and play him.
It's a big risk. Adams, what do you think?
I think you have to sit him. It's a lost season. It's a lost season. Find the guy who's going to develop him, get some weapons in the offseason that might help him, and see where you can go from there.
Kyle said something earlier that I thought really resonated.
I don't want him out there for his
Jay
best.
Gruden had every incentive in the world to play Dwayne Haskins. He wanted to play Dwayne Haskins.
The silence is deafening.
I mean, the fact that they can't play Dwayne Haskins, is it not on the player? Is Dwayne Haskins not learning this thing quick enough? Should Dwayne Haskins look in the mirror and be like, wait, what am I doing wrong that I'm not making it? You know, the fact it's even a discussion is crazy.
I don't know enough about the development of Dwayne Haskins to speak on where he's at from a playbook standpoint. I do know this, and Strakes, you touched on this earlier. This is a big business, man. You want people in them seats. There's 75% Patriots fans at that game. Having Dwayne Haskins on the sideline, that's going to draw a crowd.
I'm not buying tickets when you bring him in and he throws 3 interceptions.
They ain't buying tickets anyway, Kay.
So why would you?